Hi friends, Cole here. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I wanted to share with you all some stretches for back pain. We all got backs. Lots of us have pains in them. I know it's a very common thing. I feel like we do so much that's in front of us. Everything we do is in front of us. We're driving. We're texting is a really big one. I feel like I'm looking at my phone all the time. I'm really needing to get out of that habit. The resetting, computers, holding babies, whatever it is that we're doing, it's all happening in front of us. So we really need to reset. We really need to open. A lot of back pain, though we feel it in our back, it's actually coming from the front of the body because these muscles shorten, which stretches out. It's like overstretches the back muscles and they lose strength and lose doing their duty. So we kind of compensate in other areas. So really needing to open up the front of the body. But we'll do a couple different things here. And I also want to show you a couple things with the blocks and the bolster. So if you have those, grab one. Bolster can be a pillow. It can be a rolled up towel, blanket, anything like that as well. So, but let's just start and we're going to do some spinal movement. This is really going to help loosen everything up. So take a seat. First, we're going to start with cat-cow. So this is really good to do every day. We want to move the spine in every direction every day. So we're going to do lateral, back and forth, and spirals. Yeah. So cat-cow, take the hands to the knees. Pull yourself forward. Kind of exaggerate it. Pull yourself forward. Arch your back. Open your heart. Open your throat. Gaze up. Exhale, you can push the knees away as you pull the belly towards the spine. Move the spine towards the back wall. Tuck the chin to the chest. And take a moment here. You can shake the neck back and forth. I can feel, tension in my upper back. It's kind of stretching here. And then now we begin to move with the breath. So inhale, come forward, open heart, open throat. And exhale, round. Keep going in. And you can move slower than me or quicker than me, but just move with your breath. So honor your pace of your breath. Beautiful. And let's move side to side. So right hand comes down, left arm comes up and over, and we're just going to move with breath. An inhale will pull you up, and an exhale brings you down to the side. Inhale up, and exhale to the side. So I really like moving with the breath. We can also stay put. So this time, let's stay. Right hand comes down, you reach over towards the left, and let's stay here for a moment. Spiral the heart open. You can feel it all the way down, lateral side of the back. And let's switch it up a little bit here. Let's spiral the heart down so you're kind of rounding. And then walk the hands forward. You can crawl them forward and we'll switch sides. Left hand comes down and then open the heart up. And stay here for a couple rounds of breath. Gaze is up. Notice if this left shoulder's coming in here, we want to keep the shoulders away from the ears. And then let's walk the hands forward and just fold forward here. Maybe you come all the way down, maybe you're on the elbows, just folding forward. And then slowly walking the hands back up. Now we're going to move in spirals. So take some artistic liberty here. This can look lots of different ways. But we'll start like imagine your spine is a straw and you're like swirling the straw just barely. So we'll start just barely stirring the spine and then let that get bigger and bigger. And you can begin to use the hands on the knees as well to kind of push you around, to push and pull you around. And then let it get really big. Bend the elbows, maybe the shoulders get involved, maybe the head gets involved. So we're moving the spine, spiraling the spine. And then let's get real small again. So get smaller, smaller. And then begin to reverse it. So tiny little spinal straw stirs to the left. And then let it get bigger. Maybe the shoulders get involved. Maybe the head gets involved. You can even close your eyes. Don't worry about what this looks like. It's about what it feels like. You can feel some cracks and some pops. And we slowly make the straw swirls a little smaller until we come to stillness. Beautiful. Let's bring the right leg out. Let's grab a block. Let's get into the low back a little bit. This is one of my favorite low back stretches, the quadratus lumborum, the thick muscles on the lower part of your back. So a couple different options here. I like to take my right elbow down to the block. You can also take it down to your thigh or a bolster. Take the head in the hand, lean back, spiral the heart open. You can even take your left hand to your heart and kind of open your heart. And then lift the arm up and then just drape it over. Maybe you start to go deeper. Maybe you even move the block away towards the end. But what's really happening, what really can intensify this here, is the more that you spiral the heart up into the left, lean back slightly into the shoulders, and you should be feeling it in your low back here. Lateral low back. A couple more rounds of breath. And we slowly lift up. These lateral stretches are just amazing. Finding space in the side body, yummy. Switch sides. And you can really stay in this pose for a long time. Sometimes I'll do this as a yin pose and I'll stay in it for 2 or 3 minutes. And it's really wild when you come up. Your whole one side of your body feels much, much longer. Left elbow to the block or to the shin. First, spiral the heart open, lean back into the shoulders just slightly, and then reach the right arm on top and let it just drape over the head. Another option with the hand is you can take it behind the back if you'd like. Shoulders away from the ears, keeping space. And just feel into your body. Where are you feeling the sensation? And can you send more breath there, especially the exhale? So visualizing the stretch, the tension, maybe giving it a color, and giving it some breath. And one more inhale. And sigh out. And inhale, lift the torso up. You should feel a little bit more openness here. So I'm going to show an option. I'll show 2 different options for this stretch. So we can do it. We'll do the bolster first. So like I was mentioning, we want to open up the front of the body. So one way we can do this is you can lay this widthwise, and we're going to place it underneath the upper back. So kind of at the bra strap. Legs can be long or you can have the feet bent. And we're going to drape over, just like this. So this is opening up the front of the body. Arms can go overhead. They can go in cactus arms. So this bolster is pretty thick. So you check in with you, but then a block like this feels more supportive for me to put a block underneath my head. So it's another option. It depends on what you're using. So here is an option. This feels wonderful. I can really feel it opening here. You can also lay this lengthwise as well. This will be a little bit more supported. So bring the bolster right up to the sacrum. You can also roll up the towel or roll up a blanket and it would be the lengthwise. And we'll lean back. It's essentially the same thing. This is a bit more supported. So see what feels good in the body. And play around with the arms. This is feeling the most I'm getting the most sensation from bringing the hands together on top of the head, above my head. And you can also play around. So this is kind of a big arch right here, you can see. So an option, you could put a pillow or you could put a block right here as well. So different options. So some of these will resonate in the body, some of them won't. See what feels good. And I'm going to show you how to go a little bit deeper here. Lengthwise of the block. The bottom of it's going to go about where the bottom of the bra strap would be. Or if you had a bra strap, where you would put that. And it's going to kind of go in between the shoulder blades. And I'm going to take the other block and place it underneath the head. So this can be on its small height or on the mid height, but don't use the tall height. I would say the first or the second width. The feet can, soles of the feet can be on the ground. You can lengthen them long if you'd like as well. And then bring the hands up overhead. So this is delicious. I can feel it opening on the front of my body. I can also feel where the block is hitting some trigger points, some adhesions in my scapula shoulder blade area. So one of these versions, I know I've showed you several. These are just amazing to lay in for 3-5 minutes. And whenever I was a massage therapist, which I'm not doing much of anymore, but whenever I would come home after a long day of doing massage and I would lay for like 5 minutes. I'd like set a timer or put on a favorite song or something. And this really is a reset. And I can really feel that this is needed in my body right now. So there's not a super graceful way to get out of this. So you just move slow. So I'm kind of shifting my hips over to one side and then I roll off the blocks and come up. So those are some of my go-to stretches. And I hope that some of them resonated. Maybe all of them did. Maybe one of them did. So take what worked and leave the rest and just know, yeah, we're all in different bodies. So some will work, some won't. And I hope that you find a little bit of relief and stay really close to your breath in these poses. Whenever you feel any bit of tension or anything like that, lots of exhale and yeah, just stick with it. So thank you for joining me here at YOGATX. Be sure to subscribe and so you can stay updated with all of our new content and you can learn more about me at colechanceyoga.com. And I'll see you next time.